Hello, all you gorgeous people. What is up? Welcome back to the Respawn Recap. This is Nick. My name is Jake. Same time, same day, every single week. End of the week, we break down all of the top and craziest gaming and esports stories. Are you ready, Nick?
Yeah.
Let's roll it. So by far the biggest beef we have seen in recent times. We've had a lot of, beefs out there over the past few months in gaming and esports. Definitely the one that I would say is the most one-sided, heated, and I'll explain that in a second. It's going to be Tfue versus Ninja. One-sided, heated, being all the heat on Tfue's side, and Ninja kind of just sitting back and accepting everything going on currently. This past weekend, we actually saw Tfue go off on Ninja after Tfue leaked some information around Mr. Beast, rock, paper. I did all the wrong motions for that. Rock, paper, scissors event. After that, Ninja called him out on Twitter right away, along with many other people, but Tfue seemed very focused on Ninja calling out Tfue for this. So give me your initial thoughts, because Tfue did continue.
What did he call him? Didn't he call him like a...
Well, first he called him... first he called him the P word, and you guys can make fun of me. I want to be monetized. We have to be. But then, he called him like a cotton candy-headed biatch. It was funny.
I thought Tfue's reaction was quite quite intense.
It was funny but extreme,
Yeah, it was just very extreme for like the circumstances, considering like Tfue, I don't want to.
He messed up.
Yeah,
he messed up. He messed up.
He was in the
Ninja
wrong,
called him out.
like.
I mean, even KSI took to Twitter calling this guy out. But I think even more so the next day, he still continued going down this path and partnered with all the things Tfue has called out Ninja for in the past few months. And Ninja's kind of just sitting back and not responding.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I give props to Ninja for not actually responding. We typically see hot takes.
I feel like it's like kind of like the smart thing to do.
Yeah.
In the situation.
Yeah. So we'll see if he ever does. If he does, we'll break that down too. But Tfue seems very heated. And that's the one side of it. So also, in the past few days, Twitch finally responded to all of those 24/7 Valorant drop streamers. I'm not sure if this fixes the issue, but it definitely is a step in the right direction. We saw the rise of a lot of streamers out there running VODs and reruns and just streaming these really, really long streams to try and capitalize very much so over the drop system. We saw a lot of top streamers out there also complain about this, and we saw a lot of streamers gain a lot from this. Anomaly was the key example.
Yeah.
I don't know if, I think I showed you or sent some stuff as well out there. If you guys don't know, the Twitch stats aren't even up to date yet, but this guy possibly gaining upwards of 50,000 subs alone.
Just from the Valorant streams. Just from like the 24/7 just sitting there streams.
Like that's actually insane. So there's obviously two sides of the argument. Do you blame him? Would we do the same thing? Finally, Twitch have responded though, and I believe now the fix is moving these categories. They're no longer going to be promoted as live if they're not actually live, and so should have a heavy influence on the number of viewers that the stream gets shown to or promoted to. So what do you think about the response by Twitch? Pretty timely, pretty good. You okay with it? You're not?
I think I'm okay with it, because like, if I know like which one and which ones not to click, I guess. I don't know. It's like, do I want to continue throwing my views at someone who doesn't necessarily deserve them? I don't know if I care enough. Like, if I'm just trying to get a Valorant drop. Obviously, but yes, I think Twitch's idea behind it is like it is a step in the right direction, I would say.
Yeah, I agree. Otherwise there's so many angles because there's so many people coming from different places. Top streamers obviously pissed because their viewers are being taken away from. People like Anomaly streamers doing this because they want to cash grab. And there are people that, find this scummy because they can get drops anywhere and want to see actual live streams. And there are people that simply want the drop and love Anomaly streams because they can AFK in there. So lots of different angles. Twitch, a step in the right direction, which is a good thing because next time we talk about them, maybe not. All right, Nick. So we have a lot of haters out there, understandably so, right? You can't cover every story perfectly. I remember one time you covered Dr. Disrespect, and people just hated on you for no reason.
Yeah.
Because people
I want to talk about it, man.
People have these hardcore fanboys. Well, I'm in your shoes now. So this past week, I tried to cover Crim6 and a revenge story because they got an online victory against Chicago. They took the Chicago online event. They took down the Huntsmen. And they took down Atlanta FaZe, two of the top three, if not, two of the best teams in the league to do so. And my title was Crim6 destroys Scump to get revenge. If you remember the preseason, there was so much talk around these guys, Crim6 being the villain, all the ex-Optic guys being the good guys like Scump and Formal, everyone hyping these guys up. And you know Scump fans, right?
Of course.
If you have Scump in a title, Scump in an article, Scump in anything, they're going to click on it because they love the guy. And it was amazing for me to see the defense that the Scump fanboys just strove in with. I I don't want you to read out comments or anything, but I read the comments, and people, to me, the main response was that was not revenge because the win was online. So take my side.
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. I mean, yeah. What difference does it make?
Dude, I was reading these comments and I was understanding maybe some of it, but at the same time, Crim6 and his team beat Scump and his team, and people are like,
flawlessly
nah,
too.
They did 3-0 him, and it was even Scump says a stomping, and people are like, nah. It doesn't count. It doesn't count. Like, the results don't matter. Even if it's online, it's the only tournaments and only results we can actually have right now. Scump fans are so diehard. They're like, no.
It has to be LAN.
Not revenge. It has to be on LAN.
Yeah.
Which, okay, fine. When LAN comes, and God, now I have to cheer for Crim6. I'm sorry to all of you guys I pissed off, but I'm trying to understand how everyone's brains operate. I get being a fanboy, but, if some team beats another team, and they had a lot of beef going on, to me, with all this talk of the town, I felt it was revenge.
I will give that to you.
Next story. Nick.
Yes.
Nice, dude. We get that? This story was definitely one of our most interesting ones this past week, that being the potential that Tfue is struggling for cash, desperate for money, as Ninja's wife put it on Twitter. Just put it out there. Dude, there are so many storylines that are on Twitter that people just never really pick up on because there's not too many there's not too many esports outlets covering this kind of stuff. So luckily we got it. Yes, Ninja's very own wife, following the whole Ninja versus Tfue debacle we talked about in the first story on this recap, apparently saying Tfue was streaming because he's desperate for money. He's been fighting all of these FaZe lawsuits, and he potentially could be going broke. Give me your thoughts.
Well, for one, I think it's hilarious for her to call him out, or just to throw that information out there.
Yeah.
Just boop.
Like doesn't give a frick.
Yeah, does not give a frick. And then second, I mean, I just find it actually genuinely crazy if that is actually the case.
I think I'm with you. I find it hard to believe.
Yeah.
And I wanted to kind of jump the gun there because I didn't stress that in my video enough. I find it hard to believe that Tfue could be broke.
Right.
But
dude made a lot of money.
You made a lot of money, but then she even stated, desperate for money, fighting all these lawsuits. Then she said, even open out there, said, FaZe Clan could take back the millions he won in prize money. And I'm like,
I saw that.
Is that true?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. I was like, can they do that?
Yeah,
can they just pull that away?
All of a sudden, I'm like, wait a second, is that even who's either you're lying or you're telling, or the opposite of that? So I find it hard to believe. But just the fact that these accusations are going back and forth. One last thing as well. I mean, if you're going to talk about these wild accusations, Tfue has done the same towards Ninja. Tfue has said these very, very weird things about Ninja without any backing. So the two parties have gone back and forth. Before you try and take sides, ride the line, and I guess we'll find out if he's broke or not. And finally, Nicholas, people find out that if you pop one out, that can be taken different ways. If you show some nudity on a platform where nudity is not allowed, you get banned. That's actually going to be Alinity this past week, given a 24-hour ban. The entire internet was blowing up. I mean, I saw channel after channel covering this one. Of course, the long tenured history of doing things she probably should not be doing on the platform. And it ends up being accidental nudity that gets her slammed with a 24-hour ban. Then she comes back and says, before that, she wasn't even banned. Then she had to beg for the ban, gets 24 hours.
24.
Typically, you get 3 days, by the way, for accidental nudity, if not 7. She gets 24 hours, and then she's like, you know what? I deserve more. I'm going to extend this to 3 days, which you can't extend your own ban. And within 24 hours, she's then unbanned, and people kind of explode all over again. What does this do for you? Because for me, it's so anticlimactic. It doesn't really do much for you.
Yeah. Man, I'm kind of wondering what her mindset was when it came to just I want to be not on Twitch longer. I want to be punished for this.
I mean, it only adds to everything because the fact she had to beg for it, and then she finally got it. But then when she finally got it, it's shorter than it usually is for other people.
That was the.
You understand to a degree what she's trying to do, right? She openly says, "Hey, I should be banned. I'm not treated as other streamers are. I'm treated way more fair than other streamers are." That's what she's going out to say. But then it makes you wonder. She had to beg for this ban. It only adds further to the story that there are ties and connections to her and behind-the-scenes Twitch mods.
I see what you're getting at.
So
Okay.
I don't know where it goes from here. Then the next day after she got unbanned, she posted like a scantily clad picture saying, "I'm not done yet." And I'm like, all right, well, I'm done covering this story until you get banned again. So I don't really know. I don't know what to think about it. It doesn't do much for me. It only makes me want to know more what's going on with Twitch.
Yeah, just basically my thought is like, I just want to see what happens next.
Yeah.
And just like, what is the Alinity saga going to
Yes,
lead
yes.
to?
The Alinity saga continues. We'll find out maybe something in the future. As per usual, we hope you guys all enjoy the Respawn recap. Certainly one of the higher points of this week is seeing people and getting to socialize with Nicholas. Nicholas, you got any closing statements?
Hey, great to see you.
Every time, dude.
Every time.
You have to
Miss you guys.
As
Love
per
you.
usual, love you. Until next week, same time, same day. Respawn recap coming back at you. Thanks for all the love, nerds. We'll see you next time. Dude, what the frick?